Now, if you've been around my channel for a little while, you most likely notice that I do a lot of editing, I take the piss a lot, but I'm gonna try and keep it pretty serious in this video. I want to be as straightforward as I can so you know exactly what I mean. So in order for me to do that, I think it's pretty important that I tell you the truth about putting out ProClubs content on this platform. The fact is, there's two forms of videos which accumulate the most views for ProClubs. And those are number one, build videos, and number two, anything to do with glitching out your pro, whether it's on skill points or ratings or whatever else. Because that's what people are most interested in. And as a viewer, if you're into this stuff, if that's what you're looking for ProClubs, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem though, it lies with the people putting out the content. Now there's barely any ProClubs YouTubers. For example, you look at the amount of FIFA Ultimate Team people putting out content, and then you compare it to ProClubs, for example, it's chalk and cheese, it's completely different. However, the people that do control a lot of the ProClubs market, the people that do have a lot of subscribers, and that are doing clubs videos, all they really specialize in is these two type of videos. And I think if you're a really big ProClubs YouTuber, it's disgusting. Let's take build videos for example. How can you be putting out 2 or 3 videos a week on just builds? How can you neglect all the good things about ProClubs? I'm not saying don't do build videos. I think they're really important for ProClubs. If you play in a competitive ProClubs scene, if you're in a higher division, you're entitled to put out build videos. The issue is when you're putting them out this many times and that's all you're really doing. I just find it cringe. I have sympathy for the smaller ProClubs YouTubers because at the end of the day, doing build videos helps to grow your channel. But I have no sympathy and pretty much no respect for larger YouTubers who are supposed to be representing ProClubs, who are supposed to be putting out content that actually shows all the good things about this game mode, but are instead just looking to fill their watch hours, their views, their subscriptions by putting out build videos 2 or 3 times a week. These guys don't care about the viewers. These guys don't care about their subscribers. All they care about is their watch time. And why do they want to do that? Because they make the most money off of that. I don't want to go into names. I don't want to go into actual channels. End of the day, I'm just a small fish in a pretty big pond. But I think if you're a medium to a large ProClubs YouTuber in a very small market, you have the responsibility of representing it well. And when they're uploading like 3 videos a week on just builds, it's most annoying when they say, oh, this is the greatest build of all time. And then next week, they say the exact same thing for the same position. Or the week after that, then it's an endgame build. Or it's the most broken build. Or it's an updated GOAT build. End of the day, they pretty much don't even know what they're talking about. Again, I just want to clarify, build videos are absolutely fine. But if you see someone uploading them at that rate, it's not. You know what comes to my mind when I think of ProClubs? I think of ranking up the divisions with your mates. I think of jumping into drop-ins with a bunch of randoms and having a laugh. I think of the funny-ass old character faces, the memes, the in-game glitches, the title-winning goals, the going undefeated, the competitive ProClubs matches. That's ProClubs. But unfortunately, you see none of it on YouTube. You see absolutely none of it. Because when you type in ProClubs on YouTube, the main videos that come up are pretty much just the spam of build videos and skill point glitches. And it's ruining ProClubs. It's ruining the reputation of it. Now, I'm not saying I'm the benchmark. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've put out about 60 videos. I started my channel a year and a half ago to 2 years. And in that time, I've done about 4 or 5 build videos. And why is that? Because I actually want to put out good, genuine, honest content. I'm not going to give you a crappy build video just for the sake of getting views or subscribers. And of course, I'm going to look to do a center back, a center mid, a cam, and a striker build, for example. But never at that rate. I'd never let my channel just become that, because doing it that many times, that represents everything wrong with the content surrounding this game mode. Whenever I put out ProClubs content, I try to make it as good and honest and represent the game mode as best as I can. Because that's who ProClubs needs, people who actually care about the game mode and what it's all about, the fun of it. So the state of ProClubs is absolutely disgusting right now. That's why I don't subscribe to literally barely any channels, because the market is just saturated with a bunch of BS. It's disgusting. Now again, build videos are fine. You can do a goalkeeper build video, you can do defenders, midfielders, attackers, You can do each respective position, that's absolutely fine. But if that's all you're doing, if that's what your channel's based around, especially if you're a big YouTuber, and then you have the audacity to make excuses like it's updated or it's this or it's that, and you're pushing it out 3 times a week. These people are dragging the game mode down and they're wasting your time, and yet they get the most views from it. And I think it's disgusting. And I think that's why a lot of people just don't care about this game mode on YouTube, because they're being fed a bunch of cringy, generic, and lazy content. And if that's how you're representing ProClubs, and you're a big ProClubs YouTuber especially, then it's shame on you. It really is. And I'm not even talking about the skill point glitches, because it's endorsing literally the complete wrong things with regard to ProClubs. Teaching people how to get max skill points, how to exploit the game. They're putting out content that destroys the game mode that they create content for. And that's a big problem. And again, it feeds into the fact that they don't care. Even just looking at Ultimate Team, of course, it has a lot more content that you can make for it. You've got Foot Champs, SBCs, Rivals. People make Road to Glories, people make transfer market videos, and of course, unlike ProClubs, Ultimate Team actually has a lot more financial backing. However, the potential for good content on ProClubs is there, but we just don't see it. You know, you're typing up Ultimate Team and you're seeing so many different options and results. You see a bunch of different type of videos, and as a result, you're interested in watching it. And it's the complete opposite with ProClubs, and that's why this game mode, it's just so stale on YouTube. And that is the content creator's fault. So what do I want to see? I want to see more people review the ProClubs subreddit. I'd love to see more YouTubers do Road to Division 1s. More meme compilations, you know, a team of goalkeepers destroying it in Division 1. Lookalike videos, you know, challenges. I did a 5'3", 99-pound goalkeeper challenge. I've never seen anyone else do something like that on ProClubs, and I'd love to, I really would. There was a Big Brothers ProClubs thing where people voted each other out depending on performances. How good is that? How entertaining is that to watch? And if all that stuff is the type of things that you saw when you type in ProClubs, there'd be so much more hype around this game mode. The bottom line is, there's barely any ProClubs YouTubers as is, and the ones that are available, they mostly just do a lot of build videos per week. And how I feel about that? Yeah, I've made my mind clear. I don't know, do you guys agree with me? Do you like watching a guy upload the same GK build every single week or every 2 weeks? Because I don't. So yeah, I think it's important that people do justified build videos at not that rate. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it on the best comp players in each position. I'm not going to be spamming you. I'm going to try to spread it out and put out other good ProClubs content. Because when I do upload it, I want it to be good and meaningful. I think it's just best to be careful of what you're being served up. But that's my 20 cents. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing now. I'm pretty happy with the content that I put out because I think it strikes a good balance of things, but I'm definitely looking to delve into other sort of aspects of ProClubs. And while we're here, EA, please, can we fix drop-ins?